Welcome to all our viewers of Herald TV. Welcome to one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and that's none other than the 2022 FIFA World Cup. We know that there have been tremendous off-the-field action and controversies over. It's all over. It is finished. The Gulf state of Qatar has faced harsh criticism over deaths, injuries, unpaid wages of foreign laborers. It forced Qatar to introduce major reforms to improve workers' safety and punish employers who violate their rules. It also paid hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation for lost wages and injuries. For many migrant workers, dreams of wealth turned to dust. But all that is over now, and we cannot wait. The football lovers cannot wait anymore for the action to start, and it starts very shortly on Sunday at 9 p.m. with the opener, and before that with the opening ceremony. Even if you are not the biggest football fan, the World Cup is captivating. It will be a month-long, 29 days to be precise, of high stakes and emotional football at the highest level. To know what is happening with all the 32 teams and the action, we have two Goan stalwarts who will share their views, their ideas, and maybe also they will deliberate on the intricacies of each team and the standard of play. And eventually, they are also going to witness action live in Qatar. And the biggest stalwarts that we have, there is no doubt that the topmost amongst all the Goans is that great goalkeeper that we have had in India, and he is the highest decorated footballer that we have, with a Padmashree and the biggest Arjuna award besides the state award, Bakshi Bahadur State Award. And let me welcome our own dear, great footballer, great goalkeeper, Brahmanand Sancoalkar.
Thank you, Jovito.
Welcome. My Mascarenhas Baba Brahmanand.
Thank you very much.
Brahmanandच्या बरोबर आणि एक व्हडलो फुटबॉलर आहा जो फुटबॉल हेवला आणि तो फुटबॉल हेवला फॉर ऑलमोस्ट नाव 15-16 years. देंप्याक हेवला, सालगांवकाराक हेवला, बॉम्बेक गेला, पावला, शाइन जाला तो फॉर टाटास. He is also an international footballer, and he was also the Bakshi Bahadur Kerkar awardee. He, one of the rare that we find a footballer occupying one of the topmost positions in customs. He was the Assistant Commissioner for Central Goods and Service Tax with the Goa Customs. He is also a member of GFDC. Like I said, our own Brahmanand is the chairman of the Goa Football Development Council. And this stalwart that I am talking to you is a member of the Goa Football Development Council. And originally from Kurchorem. He got his baptism in football in Kurchorem, in Guardian Angel perhaps, and now he resides in Vasco, but he has not forgotten Kurchorem. It's our privilege at Herald TV to welcome the one and only Lector Mascarenhas.
Thank you, Mr. Jovito. It's a pleasure to be here to be discussing about the World Cup to be held in Qatar 2022.
My Mascarenhas Baba Lector.
Thank you very much.
O jor pade tumi program poroita World Cup 2022 fever o alla Herald TV ani aka support korpak asa Decathlon Kalangut adlen goy family restaurant Darya Deger multi cuisine restaurant in Old Goa आणि तशेंच Martin's Corner बेतालबाती म्हाका दिसता हांगाय गेल्यार तुमकां लाइव स्क्रीनिंग तुमकां पळोवपाक मेळटलें आनी हाकाच लागून हे आमचे बरोबर हे एक्शनाक तयार आहा. सगळ्यांक तुमकां आनी एक पावट माय मोगाचो येवकार. हे एक्शन पळय जातलें आयतारा दीस 9:30 वरांचेर. पयलो मॅच जातलो बिटवीन Qatar आनी Ecuador. Qatar has not qualified through the process. Here 31 teams पळय आहा. ताका कॉम्पिटिशन आहलें पयलें, पूण Qatar as being the host they have qualified directly. This World Cup football, it will be broadcast in the TV channels in India. I will let you know which are the channels that you can, and it will be also streamlined and you can watch it, and the final will be on December 18. Now you watch the final on 18. Why 18 has been chosen by Qatar? It's the Qatar National Day, and that is the importance that they have given for this event. Both of you, Lector and also Brahmanand Bab, तुम्ही आता वयता केन्ना वयतले तुम्ही आणि कितले मॅची पळयतले पयलो बाब ब्राह्मणान
आमी 22 तारखेर वता आनी आमच्यो गेमी आसा 25, 26, 27, 28 नोव्हेंबराचे
4 मॅची पळयतले तुम्ही आणि बाब लेक्टर
दोगूय आमी बराबर वयता
त्याच मॅची पळयतले
आनी सेम मॅचेस आमचे 4 मॅचेस
खंयचे मॅच सांग शकता
वेल्स वर्सेस इरान
वेल्स म्हाका दिसता फर्स्ट टाइम इन 60 years they have qualified.
Yeah. And the next match will be Poland versus Saudi Arabia. The third match is a very high profile match, Spain versus Germany. And the fourth match will be Brazil versus Switzerland.
So you are going to see some of the best teams. Yes. This was your choice, or you had to buy the tickets and the ticket said you are allowed these matches?
No, we had applied for it. The matches came to us.
And if you don't mind, what was the price of the tickets that you paid?
Almost 12,500 per ticket.
12,500
total for?
No, each match.
Each match is 12,500.
Yes.
Anga goya jala hotel le pass na free me to she kai na tinga World Cup.
And that is in category 2. Not the top, it's mid category.
साडी बरांचर वयल्यानूय आनीक प्राइसिंग आहा पण हिंगाचे भाशेन ते फ्री passes आनी ते तशें कांय चलना वर्ल्ड कपाक but you paid that much.
Yes.
And for each match you are going to pay, so it's about 50,000 plus up and down.
Yes.
Your airfare will be there, plus your stay will be there, more or less about 2 lakhs I think.
Yes.
Each one.
Correct.
Why are you spending this much money?
So I am concerned right from the young age when we were hearing football, watching World Cup in the theatres in Panjim National, Ravacha Theatre and Poitalde. From 66 World Cup I can tell you about, and then came Giants of Brazil. I got totally attracted to and being a footballer. A dream of mine was fulfilled by the government of Goa in 2002 when I saw Korea, then 2006 Germany, and still I thought anybody will say, okay, I'm okay, I have seen that. Still, I'm hungry.
So that means for the next World Cup, also you will be going, because that will be the last with 32 teams.
Yeah, possibly I will have to maintain myself fitness also to make it there wherever it is.
Because it will be held in 3 countries.
Yes.
It will be US, Mexico, Canada, and then another country. And it could be in South America.
In 2002 was Japan and South Korea.
Yes.
I saw only in South Korea.
Okay, you see, you didn't go to Japan.
So even in the next, one of the countries I get, I would be great.
But you will, as of now, you have not lost sight of the next 4 years ahead. Lector also the same?
For me, this is the first time. And it takes me back 40 years ago when in 1982, the first time we saw it on TV. And those days we used to go on a cycle, and only in a locality only one person had a TV. So from there now I'm going for the World Cup for the first time, and to see a match live maybe 40, 50, 60 meters away from the field is simply great.
And I think Qatar is not very far off for all of us in India.
Yes.
And this is the first World Cup to be held in the Arab world. And second World Cup entirely in Asia after 2002, what Brahmanand you said, which was held in South Korea and Japan. And as I said, the last with a 32 team format will be in 2026. And it will be having 48 teams, US, Mexico and Canada. Number of teams will increase, but as of now we have just 32. And also, this is the first World Cup to be held in winter. Normally it's always June, July where it is held, and that is shifted now to November and December due to the Qataris' intense summer heat and humidity. Normally it is being held in May and June. I think this is the right time for you all also.
I think we won't have any problem in the sense that it can be adjustable definitely.
Yes.
We enjoy it.
Yeah, but normally we have seen in May and June.
Yeah.
And because it would also not interrupt with the domestic leagues or in Europe and other places. But then they have adjusted.
Adjusted very much.
Yes.
And I feel this World Cup is going to be a very, very high quality World Cup, because normally they would come at the fag end of the season and injury concerns were there and all those issues were there. But now they are in mid-season. The players are in top form, most of them. So it's going to be a very exciting World Cup for sure.
They say that this could be the last World Cup for one of all-time greats like Messi and Ronaldo. Brahmanand, कितें म्हणटा तूं हाजेर?
Actually, frankly speaking, I'm a truly diehard for Brazil. But over the years, I said, when they compare Messi with others, they say Messi may not be the greatest because he has never won the World Cup. So what I'm trying to say is, since the last game, Messi may come out of his... He's always the best, I can say, but as a captain, holding the cup also is one of my dreams to see Messi holding the cup. So much so that he's finally can be rated more higher than what he is. Yeah.
And what do you say about Cristiano Ronaldo?
He's a great player too, very much. But it all depends finally the 11 when they play.
Yeah, it's a team game after all.
Team game, yeah.
But then it depends on the scoring. You play well, you don't score, and there are no goals.
Yeah. Sometimes there was a downfall for him for past few months because of his... It may not be because of his form. Some other...
But do you think this big controversy that he has with the Manchester United, the manager, and now they want to issue him a show cause notice, do you think it could affect his performance?
No. Now he's playing with the home team. His colleagues, everyone respects him very highly. If I go through the reports of the Portugal, everyone respects him, everyone has welcomed him in this. That's very important in the team. The spirit has built up. And I think this will be, for Ronaldo, for me, I mean, I'll be very, very happy if he crosses the quarter-final line to the semi-final. Possibly they will even make it to the final.
But it's a very big controversy, and that will always be in the subconscious mind of the player, even if you are not with Manchester United. What do you say, Lector?
It is, but it is all the more for motivation for him to prove himself, where he was not getting a regular first 11 place in the Manchester United.
I like your positivity in all this.
He will definitely try and prove himself here. And it's a dream come true actually for anyone, all of us ex-footballers, current footballers, to see these two great players in our lifetime. Because we have seen them on TV, but to see them live there, go there and see, it would be a dream come true. But unfortunately, we are not going to watch them. But the third best, you can say, Neymar is there.
You are watching the Brazil match.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Portugal is not there in your team. So you'll be missing
both of
Cristiano Ronaldo. And Argentina also,
Messi also.
You are not there. And they are saying that, everybody is saying that 5 times champions, Brazil, they are favorites to clinch their 6th title. And if that comes, it will be in their 20 years now. Massive challenge. What do you think?
Possibly, there are several World Cup past, they were saying Brazil is the top side, and then nothing happened for them.
In the last 20 years, they didn't
exactly.
do well.
Yeah.
But this time, the odds are very, very strong in favor of Brazil.
And they're coming back to this level of weather conditions.
Yes.
I think it may benefit the South American teams to progress further, and Brazil possibly can make it up.
They say that the odds in favor of Brazil is 4:1. Because they have got a great goalkeeper, a solid backup line, goal-scoring talent in Casemiro, Fabinho and Fred.
Yes.
What do you say, Lector?
Yes, they have a great team, a blend of both experience and youth. Players like Vinicius Junior, who has proved himself with Real Madrid. Then players like there's Rafinha, who's playing for Barcelona. Richarlison playing for Tottenham Hotspur. So there are players who are Casemiro in the midfield, midfield general, who is with Manchester United, and he is doing very well. So it's a very strong and compact side, I would
They say that Brazil are favorites at the rate of 350. And they say that Brazil, they have got no real weaknesses. In goal, they have Alisson, who plays for Liverpool.
Yeah.
In defense and midfield, they have a standout talent such as Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, and Casemiro. You have referred to them. And the most recognizable name in Brazil is Neymar.
Yes.
Neymar will be there, and he provides the attacking flair the Brazilians are known for. Joining Neymar is what Lector has said in the attack is Vinicius Junior, and these two form a lethal combination. Do you still bet for Brazil?
Yes, very much.
And you
I will say Brazil will go all the way and win this World Cup, the 6th title they are looking at for. And they have to cross Argentina in the semi-finals, but
okay.
If you see the draw, if Argentina and both go further and reach the semi-finals, so Brazil is meeting Argentina in the semi-finals.
Okay, that will
so
be
that
very,
is one
very
big hurdle for them.
Yes.
But if they cross that too, Brazil is going to make it.
After Brazil, they say it could be Argentina. Next could be France, who are the defending champions. Next could be England. Next could be Spain and Germany. They talk about the 6 teams. Portugal is not mentioned at all amongst their favorites.
That is the opinions of the.
Yeah, they will differ. They will differ from person
yeah.
to person. And what do you think? You think Argentina, France? Now France are the defending champions. I think they will do their best to retain.
Yes, once they go to the if they go as champions, they may find difficulty.
But they don't have 2 of their stalwarts, N'Golo and Kante, and no Paul Pogba, if you remember them.
Yeah.
But up front they have got Karim Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, and also there's another one that
Griezmann.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think they could prove to be a very formidable opponent.
True. But at the same time, if you see history of this World Cup, Brazil is the only team that has won back-to-back World Cup in 1958 and 62. Since then, no other country could repeat it. So, as you have said, they are missing some top players. I don't think France can win this World Cup for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, they say Argentina is at number 2.
Yeah.
And the only star that they have is Messi. And they have no other star power. Do you still feel Argentina will be a hot cotton?
Definitely, I think so.
You think so?
I'm confident about it, and saying that though I'm a Brazilian fan, I still feel that something comes out within me that to say that Messi may hold the cup.
Okay, so your favorites?
Brazil.
Yeah. And
me too. Brazil.
Both Brazil.
Yeah.
Have you been called by the Brazilian squad to give their support? I think that comes natural. Yeah. The flair of Goan football is similar to Brazilian football. And we come to the end of this Herald TV show, and that's your World Cup 2022 fever. And this program has been supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Adleng Goin Family Restaurant, Doria Deger Multi-Cuisine Restaurant in Old Goa, and Martin's Corner in Betalbati.
Today we are at Martin's place, and the ambience sarke chod bare. Like, look at this, so spacious and so nice. You feel like dancing. So let's cheers for it. The food here is next level. Like, it's so good, and so the prawns, guys, they were so kurkurit. Like, it is approved by Mr. Kurkurit. So look at me eat them. And Goan sausage stuffed sweets. Kitne lagtale re ho. Sam ke kadis boom bang zata. And tenge signature dish mila mare stuffed crabs. Kitne lagta bara pure crab meat, white wine, and cream and cheese gun. Jauna hel mera me prawns pulao and chicken kafrial. Kafrial ki lagta har ke chod bare ta pulao.
Welcome back. Bandit with Herald TV. This is 2022 FIFA World Cup. We have been talking to stalwarts or Goan stalwarts, Brahmanand and Lector, on the World Cup. It's starting on this Sunday now, and it will be 20th of November at 9:30 p.m. The launching match will be Qatar versus Ecuador. In all, 64 matches to be covered in 29 days. Those who are not so lucky like Brahmanand and Lector to go to Qatar and watch some of the matches, you can watch them on the TV channels in India. That's Sports 18 and Sports 18 HD. And the Reliance-backed Viacom 18 Media, they are the broadcasters. And streamlining also they have for rights in India. Streaming will be on Jio Cinema app in India, which you can download, and you can watch on Jio Cinema website free of charge. The knockout rounds will start from December 3, the quarterfinals from December 9, semi-finals from December 13, and the final will be played on December 18, which is the Qatar National Day. And it will be at a capacity stadium, 80,000 fans. The largest venue of the tournament will be at this place. Remember that 32 teams have qualified for this 22nd edition, and it is a reduced time now of 29 days from November 20 to December 18. 32 teams from 5 confederations and 832 players. And remember that this is the first World Cup to be held in the Arab world. Brahmanand as well as Lector, they say that Brazil are the favorites. Maybe, you can never say. And we talked about Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Maybe this is the last time that they will be playing, and maybe that will be a swan song for them. And they say that Brazil have got no real weakness in their teams, but possible struggles will be from Argentina, France, England, Spain, Germany. And Germany are going to be a very big surprise team. Now the match on Sunday is Ecuador, world ranking 44 in FIFA, and Qatar, world ranking 50. And Qatar has got a Spanish coach in Felix Sanchez. Ecuador, the coach is Gustavo Alfaro. We have 5 times champions Brazil, who will face a massive challenge from France, Belgium and Argentina. That's what they talk about it. So I know we cannot wait for this big fiesta, the biggest in the footballing event, the number 1. And everyone is set, everyone is ready, the TV screens for all of us. And we have also this FIFA has been sponsored by a beer company. And the sponsorship that has been given for FIFA is $75 million sponsorship. The only bad news or good news, I don't know what to say, is that beer cannot be served in the stadium proper, but beer will be available in VIP suites in stadiums, at the main FIFA fan zone in Doha, and some private fan zones, and in about 35 hotel and restaurant bars. So the last, some say it was not so good news because the official sponsor, they have got no other way for the alcohol is not part of Qatar's culture. And the decision to allow alcohol at the stadiums has been revoked as late as yesterday. What do you think about this revoking of the sponsorship? Now they have invested $75 million and they cannot sell the beer at the stadiums. What do you feel about it?
I think maybe the top heads of Qatar, if you go by the culture and their traditions, I think they must have thought it's the right thing not to allow in the
It
stadium.
was the royal family.
Royal family, yeah.
It's the royal family who
Right.
says, no, it's not part of our culture and you cannot sell.
Yeah.
But think from the sponsorship and FIFA, you are running the tournament with $75 million.
Yeah, it is that part of business, nothing. But everyone who steps into the stadium will be gluing and waiting to see the world's greatest stars on the football field. That's all.
What do you feel, Lector?
It depends on the culture. For example, for us, we are never used to having beers in the stadiums, so it doesn't matter to us. But it may matter to some of the countries where beer is freely available in the stadiums.
Yeah.
Yes, just because they have sponsored it, the policy makers in Qatar had to take a stand on that, and they have taken it.
Yeah. So there's nothing that can be done about
Nothing
it.
can
So
be
you go. Now we have Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, Group F, Group G, and Group H. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 groups. From 8 groups, only 2 will qualify. It's going to be a very tough affair. Now in Group A, the inaugural match, we have Qatar, we have got Ecuador, we have got Senegal and Netherlands. Don't you think this is a very strong group?
Definitely. Of course, Qatar being a host city, but Netherlands, Senegal, the third team?
Ecuador.
Yes.
Because Qatar is 50th,
Yes.
Ecuador is 44th, Senegal is 18, and Netherlands is 8 in the group world rankings.
Yeah.
They feel that Senegal and Netherlands will be the most likely to qualify. What do you say?
I also feel that these two teams, Netherlands and Senegal, unfortunately, Sanyo, that captain Made he won't be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he is injured.
But it's quite tough, especially for Qatar.
Yeah, it is. It is.
As hosts,
It is.
they will do everything to qualify.
It is very difficult for all Asian countries to move up to the next round. If you see, there are 6 countries from Asian Confederation. There is Iran, there is Japan, there is Korea, Australia, Saudi, and Qatar. Now, all this, I don't think any one of them will make it to the next round.
Yeah, so it's quite a tough one.
It's a tough.
So the first match will tell us more or less where Qatar stands, and there will be nothing if Qatar picks Ecuador first. Yeah. What happens later, we'll see later on.
I would feel that Ecuador and Netherlands might make it further, because Ecuador, I've seen a lot of their matches, but they go through more tactical football. Besides, they have
don't underestimate the African champions.
Yeah.
But it's a very tough,
Yeah.
it's a very tough group. So anybody's guess there. Group B has England, Iran, US, and Wales. Now England is 5th ranking, Iran is 22nd, US is 16th, Wales is 19th. First final appearance in over 60 years. What do you say about Wales?
Wales and Iran will not make it in this. In this group, I think England and USA are naturally will go in the next round for sure. Even though Iran is the highest ranked country in Asia.
Yes.
And 22nd.
22nd.
Yes. So Wales too. I don't think they have
Wales
a
are
chance
19th.
against England and USA.
Yes.
It's
And
very difficult.
Iran has got a Portuguese coach, Carlos Queiroz, a well-known personality. What do you say about Carlos Queiroz and Iran?
Iran always been, since 78, I've been following Iran World Cup when they first qualified earlier. And they will show of course they have football, but I don't think they will stand before US and England.
Is it?
Much, yeah.
Now US is 16.
Yeah.
So you rate US ahead.
Yes.
And England?
England, of course, they'll be there.
They'll be
surely.
there. Group C has got Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Argentina is 3rd, Saudi Arabia 51, Mexico 13, and Poland 26. Whom do you rate higher? Obviously, I know.
Obviously, Argentina and Mexico. They have been doing very well in the previous World Cups too. So, Mexico and Argentina for me.
So Saudi Arabia will have to fight it out.
Lewandowski will be there, Poland.
Yes.
So I think it's a football. Though the ranking is here and there, I think there's a closeness as performance is concerned.
Yeah.
Ranking comes because how much you have played, live with so many teams and other thing. Ranking is the other part. But I feel that they're all close. They're three clubs.
And I think it gives us
Three countries, sorry,
a chance to talk about Group D.
Yeah.
Group D is France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. France is 4, Australia 38, Denmark 10, and Tunisia 30. And France's coach is Didier Deschamps. What do you feel about France, Brahmanand?
France definitely they'll be there. I don't further beyond that stage, but France definitely is a
And
very
the other team
consistent
that could qualify?
That would be Denmark.
You're right on the spot.
That could
So
be
it
Denmark.
could be France
Yeah.
and Denmark
Denmark,
to make it to the quarterfinal.
Right.
This is what also everybody predicted.
Yeah.
Are you connected with the predictions?
Very much. In fact, when I saw the 32 teams and in different groups, I just picked them up just at one go, seeing their past performances and what they have done previously. And most of them here, Denmark also is a highly ranked team here. The ranking matters a lot, and they have been doing well. So I don't think Australia and Tunisia has a chance here.
When we name all these teams, the one team at the back of our minds is our beloved India. When, Brahmanand?
If you go back to see how Korea has built up, take the Qatar itself, and we have one go, one nation, one system for the whole country. It is not that somebody comes to coach the national team and things. You should be focused on the entire country, and we have to go with one base, the strong base, which will be repeated step by step to the top. And we have to be 100% financially so sound and supportive for development of the game. It's not a joke, because when we played with Saudi Arabia in 1982 for the pre-Olympics qualifying rounds, the 6 months the team was in Brazil, training with full kit of the Saudi Arabian people, with the cooks, physios, and whole team, like one family, their own craft, everything. If you don't go right from the base and proper exposure from the kids to this thing. 1992, you must have remembered, Japan under 12 team came to India to play with the national. Mahesh Gavli played that game. After that, have you heard any youth team coming from any other country?
No.
So how can we go ahead? We have to have these exposure programs for the kids with one design, as you said about Qatar's. The same, I saw under 17, the Spanish team. You look at the Spanish senior team, there's nothing different. The way they play it, which maybe tiki-taka, that speed, that control, and everything, if the base was built up that way, and they grow up to become a senior level.
But all that involves a lot of finances.
Yes.
You need very, very big money.
Yeah.
What you get now is peanuts.
Yes.
And if you have seen Qatar's example, they roped in a coach from Spain, Barcelona. You think so he came to Qatar because he was getting less money, or she was unemployed in Spain?
It is a commitment. He has to make up something. He did it for Qatar.
Because very often we are shy and we do not like these foreigners coming to train. The foreigners should come, like in Qatar, at the under 19, accompany the development there and go up to the highest level.
Yes.
He came in 2006 and he is now the head coach. So 2006, 16 years. Can you imagine what money has been spent? Is it possible in India?
Of course, the private sectors, corporate, that's very important. That's very, very important that government itself may not be in a position, but now Reliance has come forward to spend a lot of money. Of course, besides every ISL team is having the down the line development for the kids up to that level. You should go in a highly professional manner. I think possibly things may change for us.
You may be elected, may be an exception where you made up to the top in an administrative division. Most footballers are not as qualified academically as you have been, and therefore they would look for big money.
If it is regarding football, as you talk about money, yes, without money, nothing can go forward. And I believe that we need to have more academies, and that's one thing that is very, very important. When Germany did it somewhere in 2000, they were doing very bad, and then they opened up. They won the World Cup in 2014. So it took them around 14 years to win the World Cup because they started with the academies. And
so you need professional academy.
Professional, for that you need money.
Oh, so you need big money. So I think we are running a little bit short of time for now. And here we conclude our Bandit with Herald TV episode. We were fortunate that we could rope in the great stalwarts of our Goan football, Brahmanand as well as Lector. And this program comes to you because it is supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Adleng Going Family Restaurant, Doria Degir Multi Cuisine Restaurant in Old Goa, Martin's Corner in Betalbatim. Thank you for being with Herald TV, and you will be with us for the next days till 18th December, and we request you to band it with Herald TV. Deo Barenkoro.